Pat, bonjour. Did I kill someone?
Bonjour, Jean-Charles.
Comment ça va?
Très bien, merci.
Welcome, Pat. I'm so honored.
you.
Pat, I'd love for you to tell me what you think of this wine. I know you've had a lot. We've had a lot of it together.
We have on that boat. Huh? It's always so wonderful, crisp and refreshing.
Yeah.
It still has a little bit of the yeast
Yeah.
that remains and makes it interesting. Yeah, you could drink this all evening.
All day long, and I've seen you drink out of a Magnum, out of 3 liter, out of 9 liter. We won't share all the details, dear friends. So, Pat, big wine, something totally different, dear friends,
Yeah.
and I know every time we serve a wine, it's a surprise. So the guest doesn't know what we're serving. Buena Vista Winery Tokai Ferment 2017, and I'll tell you why Buena Vista, because Pat is a fervent historian. Well, you are, and you love history. So we had to get you the first winery in California, Buena Vista. So
Absolutely.
we know you love the Hungarians as well as you have a lot of friends there. So that's what it is.
Yes, absolutely. Wonderful.
What do you think of it?
Oh, it's great. I mean, you know, the just the nose of that essence. It's almost like a Gewurz in terms of the
Yeah.
you know, the trying to think of what the right terminology. The fragrance is aromatic, but it's also smooth and
Yeah.
soft and long finishing for a white wine.
So we make it in Tokai. Can you believe? It's made with a great winery named Patricius Winery in the heart of Hungary. And we created that sisterhood, you know, Buena Vista Sonoma, but more importantly, Sonoma Tokai. And this is really the essence of it, dear friends. This is one of the oldest wine in the world.
Beautiful.
For
and
you.
Interestingly enough, the International Federation, of which we're a part, were there in
Absolutely.
2010.
Pat, tell us about what we're drinking.
Wow, this wine is so robust. It's got so many things going on.
Yes. We brought wines of major history. So this one is in gratitude to the founding member of Buena Vista, the Count Harasti. This one is to what he brought to the US and the foundation of California, which is...
Oh, Zinfandel?
Yes! Well, as a base.
As a base, yeah. I mean, this it's got the spices and the boldness. Delicious.
And we called it the Countess.
The
Because she
Countess.
loves Zinfandel in honor of her husband, the Count, who is known, dear friends, to have brought Zinfandel to California, of course, and to the United States from Italy. So we had to have your Primitivo.
Primitivo.
That's where it comes from, according to the DNA.
So this one is Primitivo.
Yeah.
Primitivo, not from the Croatian clone that
Who knows?
others consider as a
Maybe
source.
you'll know how to trace the DNA better than we do.
I don't know.
Andrew himself, La Passone!
Cheers, John Charles. So good to see you, my friend.
So what cheese would you actually pair with the JCB 21? Because I know you're a big fan of bubbles, and you have bubbles at the beginning and the end of a meal. So give us your thought on the best pairing of this.
Well, you know, I think the kind of cheese that you find where they make the wine is a good start. So, you know, France very well, as that's where you're from, Burgundy. And Champagne, I'm sure they have a cheese that they have in Champagne that's indigenous to that area. I always say look for that cheese, but goat cheese is one of my favorites to pair with Champagne. That little tartness, that bitterness of the goat cheese goes very nice with a little sweetness that you get in most Champagnes because you have a little sugar they add, the dosage to it. And this is not Champagne, but you know, you guys do make some very good Champagnes as well now at JCB. This is what I call, I mean, it's something, like I said, we have to have in the store because for everyday drinking, in this price range, you cannot beat this Cremant de Bourgogne. And I found out your little secret. When I was in France last year on the JCB tour, you guys get grapes from all over Burgundy and from Jura, which I didn't realize you can get grapes from Jura to make Cremant de Bourgogne, which creates a more complex wine.
So Andrew, as we're serving the white from the Loach, the out fucking standing wine of the Loach, the OFS, as you know, I think we should do a little Bon Bourguignon because we're going to bring somehow the energy of the old world to the Russian River. So let's do it together. Hands up.
Okay.
I know you're already on the red, but that's okay. We'll do white and red. 1, 2, 3. La, 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 la.
Woo! Not only do I take notes about the wines when I taste them, I keep all the wines that I taste till the second day, and I retaste them again. And a lot of people think, well, what do you mean? You keep this wine in this glass till the second day? Yes, I put a cover on top of it, and I come back when I get in the next day because your palate is the freshest before you've eaten anything, before you've drank anything, and I retaste the wines, and I'll tell you, that has been the single greatest thing that I've done to the tasting process is tasting things again the second day, because I found the great wines, like the OFS Pinot, it's going to be better on the second day that it's open. That's why I don't believe in these Coravin things. And not only do we, as wine merchants, want to sell you more wine, but I also want to see what the wine tastes like the second day after it's had a chance to open up. And all great wines are better on the second day, in my opinion. And if you can't get to them by the third day, hey, my little piece of knowledge that you're going to take to the bank with you today, put them in the freezer, man. Freezing wine is the best way to preserve it. Yes, it tastes like the day that you put it in the freezer. You don't need that Coravin thing. That's the worst thing that's happened to wine. I'd like to say that we could have probably sold $1 million worth of Coravin since they came out. But you know what? I don't believe in it. I don't sell things I don't believe in. And everybody has a freezer. I don't know if you've ever tried this, but it works like a charm. I can't tell you how many times I've done it.
I'm going to start doing it.
It's not, obviously not with champagne, not with bubbles. You can't freeze the bubbles.
No.
You know, yeah, because you lose the bubbles. But other than that, your Deloche FS Pinot Noir, your high-end wines that, you know, you may want to experience them and you may be leaving town, put them in the freezer if you can't get to them in 3 days. And the decanter,
Here we go, baby.
It's my favorite, man. I'll tell you what. I mean, I like the red wine decanter, but I'm not going to lie to you. This is a unique thing. Nobody has this. This is a thing. If you love champagne, everybody should have it. And I'm going to use it tonight.